height and arm span for men. It says measurements were made for a sample of adult men. A regression line was fit to predict the men's arm span from their height. Okay, and so here we are trying to predict the arm span based on a man's height. And we want to see how much their arm span would increase based on their height. And so the output from StatCrunch, okay, so part A, it says report the equation for predicting arm span from height. Use words such as arm span, not just X and Y. So from StatCrunch, our predicted arm span is equal to, and the equation is like that third or fourth line there. It says arm span is equal to 6.240833 plus 2.514674 times the height. Okay, so this is our regression equation. We multiply the height by 2.514 and we add 6.24 to get our predicted arm span. Now, predicted arm span is measured in centimeters and height is measured in inches. So part B asks us to report the slope using all the digits. So the slope is 2.514674. Okay, the slope is what we are multiplying by the height. Okay, and so this says, so our interpretation here is that we predict the arm span to increase by this much, by the amount in the slope. Okay, and arm span is measured in centimeters, so we predict the arm span to increase by 2.514674 centimeters. Okay, so basically about 2.5 centimeters for every additional, okay, and height is measured in inches. So for every additional inch in the man's height. So we're predicting the arm span to increase by about 2.5 centimeters for every additional inch in the man's height. So for men who are taller than 1 inch, we would expect their arm span to also increase by about 2.5 centimeters. That's what we've got here. And then the intercept is equal to 6.240833. Okay, and again, these are measured in centimeters. So our intercept is about 6.24 centimeters. So this is, if there were ever a man that was 0 inches tall, we would expect his arm span to be 6.24 centimeters. Now that doesn't make any sense because there's no person that's 0 inches tall, but this is our prediction. If someone had a height or was height of 0 inches or was 0 inches tall. Okay, now that does not make sense, but that is the interpretation of the intercept. It's whatever you would expect for your prediction. It's whatever you predict if you plugged in 0 in for your x variable.